Welcome to Lockheed Military YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like this video. The United States, U.S. government has finally imposed sanctions on Turkey over the billion-dollar purchase of Russia's S-400 missile defense system. The imposition of sanctions was announced Monday Washington time. The move by President Donald Trump's administration is expected to further fuel tensions between Washington and Ankara in the weeks leading up to President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. What Washington is doing to its allies is simultaneously sending a message to any foreign government to consider a future arms deal with Russia. In 2017, Turkish President Recep Erdogan brokered a $2.5 billion deal with Russian President Vladimir Putin for the purchase of the S-400 missile system. The S-400, a mobile surface-to-air missile system, is claimed to pose a risk to the NATO alliance, as well as the F-35 stealth fighter jet, America's most expensive weapons platform. Despite warnings from the United States and other NATO allies, Turkey received the first of 4 S-400 missile batteries in July 2019. A week later, the United States suspended Turkey, its financial and manufacturing partner, from the F-35 program. Under the Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act, CAATSA, which Trump signed in August 2017, Turkey faces potential economic sanctions for receiving missile systems from Russia. Trump has previously been reluctant to impose sanctions on Ankara. Turkey is a valuable ally and an important regional security partner for the United States, and we seek to continue the decades-long history of productive cooperation in the defense sector by removing Turkish S-400 ownership barriers as soon as possible, U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said in a statement when announcing Washington's sanctions on Ankara. The sanctions prohibit all U.S. export licenses and authorization to the presidency of the defense industry of the Republic of Turkey, as well as an asset freeze and visa restrictions on the organization's president, Ismail Demir, and other high-ranking officials. Well, it's about the right timing. Strong and well-designed sanctions are too late, said Thomas Caraco, director of the Missile Defense Project at the Center for Strategic and International Studies, when asked about the sanctions. The details will matter a lot. This can turn into softball. If you want to impose sanctions, those sanctions cannot be just a sign, said Caraco. The timing of the sanctions, more than a year after the delivery of the missile system, could potentially disrupt relations between Ankara and Washington for the upcoming Biden administration. U.S. State Department officials underestimated the timing, saying that the sanctions application process was very serious and consultative. It will take time to solve this complex set of problems, including, in particular, the fact that Turkey is a NATO ally, so I won't read too much about this time, and why today and not yesterday or 3 months ago, said Matthew Palmer, Deputy Assistant Secretary at the Bureau of European and Eurasian Affairs, during a phone call with reporters. This is the time it takes for us to conclude that consultative process. The announcement of these sanctions comes less than 2 months after reports emerged that the Turkish military had begun testing the S-400 missile system. In October, both the Ministry of Defense and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemned the test of the missile system off Turkey's Black Sea coast. The United States has declared to the Turkish government, at its most senior level, that the acquisition of Russian military systems such as the S-400 is unacceptable. The United States has also made clear its hope that the S-400 system will not operate. The US disagrees with Turkey's purchase of the system and is deeply concerned by reports that Turkey will implement it. This shouldn't be enabled. Doing so risks having serious consequences for Turkey's security relationship. The S-400, the successor to the S-200 and S-300 missile systems, made its debut in 2007. Compared to the US system, the Russian-made S-400 is believed to be capable of striking more targets at longer ranges and countering multiple threats simultaneously. In various attempts to prevent Turkey from buying the S-400, the State Department offered to sell the Patriot Raytheon missile systems in 2013 and 2017. The offer did not go smoothly, as the US refused to provide Turkey with technology transfers of the system. The United States has no other choice, as it has also repeatedly offered them military equipment to help meet their operational needs in a way that does not trigger sanctions, and that is, in fact, a better answer in terms of NATO interoperability from the Turkish defense forces. Unfortunately, Turkey has resisted any of these attempts over the past few years. Despite facing potential US sanctions, dozens of countries have expressed interest in purchasing Russia's S-400 missile system.